Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Realistic Road to Glory. You join us with a month of December lying ahead of us that looks quite difficult, actually, with tomorrow's episode actually being the more difficult, because we've got all three of the relegated Premier League sides in tomorrow's video. Today, Blackburn, Swansea, Portsmouth and Sheffield Wednesday. So some giant football clubs in terms of their size and history, but not necessarily in terms of their capability to finish near the top end of this table at the moment. That said, Swansea are challenging with us for the playoffs. In fact, they're above us as it stands in the playoff picture by a single point. The other sides we face today, Sheffield Wednesday 12th, Blackburn 17th and Portsmouth 20th, should hopefully be relatively straightforward in terms of the results that come. But obviously, things don't necessarily always go to plan, do they? We're in indifferent form, but so far, with our form, able to maintain our playoff status. But if we want to kick on, and well, it looks weird seeing Rasmus Højlund in a Liverpool kit, doesn't it? If we want to kick on, we're definitely going to have to make sure we start picking up more victories than we are, because as the season goes on, the better sides are going to find better and better form, and we need to make sure that we continue that upward trajectory in terms of our form to at least maintain the trajectory of our league position. Playoffs is a minimum this season, and obviously the automatic positions relatively out of touch with those three relegated Premier League sides just kind of walking over everybody else. Today we're saying thank you to those of you on the board behind me. Colin, Rangers fan, Benny, M27 and Only Vic, who we've dubbed Only Voc apparently because I can't spell when trying to type out names. So do drop the video a like if you're enjoying the save, of course. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you don't miss out on any more. I think, depending on fitness of everybody, and it looks like fitness is okay, we're probably just going to sim this first one and then we'll play the three after that. So we're going to go to Ewood Park. Actually, no, you know what? Ewood Park is new in the game this year. We'll sim this one, we'll play this one, and we'll sim Pompey, because obviously we've played at Fratton Park countless times over recent years. Actually, kits are all right as they are, as it happens. So join me at Ewood Park. Ainsley Pears in goal for Blackburn Rovers here today. Callum Britton, Mashevic, Carter and Pickering at the back. Garrett and, I presume it's Kaibue, but with the double dot over the I is odd. Algerian, maybe? Tom Bloxham out on the right. Arne Sigurdsson out on the left. Todd Cowell. And then Grant Leon Ranos up top, who we haven't played against previously. Tomiak's normally at the centre of their defence for them, and I can't remember who used to play up top. Probably Harry Leonard, actually, up top for Blackburn. But we're at full strength for this one, away from home at Ewood Park. Blackburn-Bradford is not a giant game, but it's not a small game either. And it is significantly wet here, as you can tell. The ball, this is probably... I don't know if there are varying degrees of how wet the pitch can get in career mode, but this certainly feels like it's a lot wetter than some of the other games we've played in soggy conditions. Try and get that around the corner. Fail miserably. So Giovanni will just have a whack, and that didn't work either. So 0-0 still after 6 minutes, but trying our best to make the most of, well, what is seemingly an afternoon swim, not game of football. Alenia forward to Kanadu. We need some support here. Lucas Stevenson is providing it into the spare space. Have to turn away from that man. Then look for Kanadu through the gap. He's taken it in stride really well. Looking for a teammate. And Shackford on his weak foot fires wide of the far right-hand post. It was a really good move. Kanadu with a nice ball into a great movement by Ford as well to tuck in. But on his weak side, not quite got the rotation on the ball needed to find the top corner. Lenya Tulawell, little 1-2. Colours Lenya's left-footed though, so I can't really shoot from there. Luell could have a crack from here though. Has done and forces the save out the goalkeeper. Very nearly 1-0 Bradford again, but continually... Oh, I didn't quite get there first. That might cost me. Continually 0-0 at the moment. Are we going continuing down the line? We are not. Ranos into Cantwell, who has been... Oh, you spawn bag. Good save. Cantwell has been known to score the odd banger against us, but thankfully on this occasion, the keeper's made a very good stop. It was particularly fortuitous to break through that tackle. That's nutmegs me, and they will score anyway. 1-0 Blackburn. Well, that's a great ball. He's in. Oh, how has Hoyer made that tackle? I've absolutely no idea. That was disgusting. That's the sort of tackle that I actually, don't forget the ball, mate, that I actually complain about when the AI do it to me. When they're like, it's like, how has he managed to tackle me from the other side of me in such a fashion there? Doesn't really make sense to the laws of physics in real life, but on this one occasion, I don't mind. It's normally the other way around. Lancashire. Hey, what do you know? Shoot on target, the ball goes in. Bradford 1, Blackburn 1. It really should have been 2-0 Rovers, but it's not. We're level. Giovanni, drill it. Let's see, swished across the floor nicely towards Ford, who's then left one man for dead. Running into the space. What is the point? If he's not sent for that, it's a joke. Thank you. What are you doing, Todd Cantwell? That's farcical. Why? Just why? Just why? I don't really think any other word is necessary there. No, this is Todd Cantwell. Not Todd Cantwell. Lol. This is... you know what? I'm going to bring him off the bench to take the free kick. Bollocks to it. Alenia. Brannigan. Come on, then. Let's make the change. If Branner comes off the bench and with his first touch bangs this free kick into the back of the net, then I am forever indebted to him for the rest of my life. Cameron Brannigan from quite a way out. Oh my lord, I was nearly owing him everything for the rest of my entire life there. That was travelling towards the top corner and the keeper has just managed to get across to get to it. Top save from a top free kick. Just going to go back to Lancashire. Adramola's read that very well. And he's in, and he's away, and he's got the legs. Canadu. Oh, straight to the keeper! Come on, Donangelo. Find the corner, mate. It's 5 minutes to go here. Didn't realise, actually, the second half had gotten away from us quite so much. Brannigan forward to Lancashire. Desperate for this win here. Lancashire looking for Giovanni, but Giovanni just stopped running for some reason. Christ's sake, Branner! Well, this was supposed to be a victory. Adramola's going to hopefully have enough legs to get there. This was supposed to be a comfortable victory against a side that were lower in the table. And, well, dare I say, the weather has had its say again here. Some questionable passes and questionable actions based on wet weather physics. Come on, Donangelo, bury it, mate. Oh, hit the fucking target! 88 finishing, my arse! A 1-1 draw against 10 men. Come on, Canadu. Lucas Acosta in goal for Swansea that isn't really that good a keeper for where they are in the league at the moment. Now watch you keep a clean sheet against me. Santa Navarro at right back, Harry Darling, Ben Cabango and Nathan Choa and still at left back for them. Gonzalo Franco alongside Jay Fulton in the midfield. Certainly a disparity in their midfield, but that's genuinely their two best centre mids. Oliver Cooper on the right, Ji Sung on the left, Liam Cullen at cam behind Jan Vipotnik. So very much a wide array of talent at Swansea this season. Some very good players in the starting 11 and some players that aren't great on paper in the starting 11. But Cameron Brannigan wasn't great on paper and he was in Team of the Season 2 years in a row in the Championship. So we're not going to read too much into it. They're evidently having a very good season. They're above us in the table. And if we can win this, that might not be the case anymore. Thankfully, it's dry. Strike it, Carles. All deflected. It'll be a corner. It was on his right foot, so it wasn't really travelling that dangerously towards goal. I'll try and get this in to Giovanni if I can, then find Lancashire, who's backed in. He spun brilliantly. Will bury it. Oh, he won't. Giovanni will, though. Right place, right time. Lancashire really should have finished that. And I thought when the keeper made the save, hello, I have manifested him keeping a clean sheet here as only a 7-1 rated player. But Giovanni had other ideas. 1-0 Chickens. Well in Luca. Canadu's on the run. Plenty of defenders in front of him, though. But he's beaten one. Lay that in front of Giovanni. It's Cullis Alenia, in fact. Lancashire beats his man. Giovanni's in again. Oh! A brace for our number 10. That was a good move. Really good football. The last thing I said prior to that move was, I'm not playing very well today, am I, chat? There's still something there. That turn from Lancashire was brilliant and vital because he would have lost the ball otherwise. Giovanni on his left foot slams home. Cooper tackled well. Adam Ramola down the line. Shaq forward, looking for Lancashire. Lancashire found well. We go back to forward here. Drive into the box. Oh, could have gone down. Pull it back. Kanadu. It'll go down as an own goal. It's very unfortunate for Swansea. 2 of our 3 goals have been fortunate. But after all of the bad luck we've had recently, I'll absolutely take it. I've no idea whether it's a goalkeeper own goal or a defender own goal in the end. Shot comes in. I still couldn't tell. I think it's defender on to keeper. Sorry, mate. I mean, it might go down as Kanadu's goal because it was on target. Yeah, it will do. Oh, well. A double deflection, but still Kanadu gets the +1 for his goals tally. He'll take it. I'll take it. 3-0. And seemingly, with the way that Swansea keep giving the ball back to us, and we continue to attack with vengeance, 3-0 and counting. Looking to beat the man. Easier said than done, it seems. Alenya's in a bit of space. Rolls the defender with him nicely. Giovanni will go back to him here, actually. And then around the corner to Kanadu. Back to Alenya. And we could be in for a 4th. We are in for a 4th. This is going particularly well now. Way! 5! Cullen. Back to Fulton. Okay. All right. Chill, Swansea. Calm. We've obviously gone in at half-time. The manager said, look, it's not a great situation, but if they can score 4.5, then there's no reason why we can't. We're a playoff chasing side as well. I've changed my entire midfield at half-time, so I'm hoping that doesn't cause us any undue issues later in the game. Oof, Bergson pounces on that very nicely indeed. And it shouldn't cause us any undue issues later in the game. But ref, he's given him a little bit of a tug there, and it'll be a yellow card for Cooper breaking up the counter-attack. 4-0 will do for me. I don't mind if this is the last highlight you see, quite frankly. This is a really, and to be honest, against the playoff rival as well, to have an 8-goal swing in goal difference is massive. The 3 points is one thing, but the scoreline is quite another here. Branner. Oh! Post and wide! Very nearly 5. He really can't cross, can he, Josh Tonelli? Go on, Gabe, get away from him. He's got fresh legs too, but you are away from him. It's a hell of a run from Gabe Wadsworth. This is Heung-min Son against Burnley-esque. Not that there's actually anybody in front of him. Lancashire! Ugh. I was going to say, please tell me that took a deflection, because that was a terrible corner. Brannigan will deliver. And deliver well, and the header is on target, but saved down low by the keeper. Kanadu looking to add another. This counter-attack's dangerous. Speaking of Heung-min Son against Burnley, here comes Sung. Still going. You almost want that to go in. Good save. It'll be 4 then. There have been some highlights since the moment where I said there's probably not going to be any more highlights from here. There have been a few more chances, but it's going to end still in a strong result for us. Just saw top right out of your view because my camera's in the way that Sheffield United have scored a late goal to go 2-1 up in the Steel City derby. So Sheffield United are maintaining... Oh, Phyllis Kanadu! Their push for the playoffs. That was a great goal. He's not done that for, well, ever, I might say. 5-0. Kanadu scores the best goal of the game. That's game. A 10-goal swing in this playoff fight. Hopefully a one-position swing as well. With our draw in the last game, I don't know if we were still only a point behind Swansea in the league. They were ahead of us. Other sides around us picking up wins. Brentford dropped points, which is good news. There might be the chance, maybe, of potentially trying to challenge for an automatic spot, but I very much doubt that we'll be able to do anything of the sort. We'll give it a go, obviously, but the most important thing is ensuring that we finish in the top 6. Not really concentrating on the top 2. Yeah, we're currently 14 points off second and third. It's playoffs at best for us this season, and of that there is no doubt. But Sheffield United with a good win against their city rivals. We now have to travel down to the south coast to try and pick up something from Fratton Park. A relegation threatened again, Pompey. Up next for us then is that trip to Fratton Park we were talking about earlier. Yengi, Kusini Yengi, hero of the RTG last year, is in their starting lineup on the left-hand side for them. They do still have Ratkov up top at striker, who's always very dangerous. He was 79 rated last time we played them. He may well be 80 by now. Again, had to make a couple of changes because of the nature of the fixture list, but hopefully we should still be able to get some form of positive result here against Portsmouth. Didn't actually pay attention to the points tallies below us as we moved up into 5th in the table, chasing Sheffield United. Probably should have done, but so confident are we at the minute of staying in the playoffs that I'm not really looking over my shoulder. We can't really look ahead of us either. We're in a bit of a weird position at the minute. We're definitely not going to get automatic promotion, and we're comfortable enough that we don't feel like we're going to fall out the playoffs either. So it's just a case of going through the season and getting to the playoffs, hopefully. Obviously, with me in charge, there's always the chance of a bottleneck, so we're not guaranteed playoff football, but I'm comfortable enough with the form and quality in the side. That said, we are going to look to strengthen significantly in midfield in the upcoming January transfer window. We're looking for a much higher quality player to come in and slot into that starting spot where Alenia is currently playing, alongside Giovanni and Lawal, and hopefully the midfield will look even better after January. Oh, Lankshire's in. Yes, Will! Yes! Beats his man, spins the defender, drives him behind, and makes it 1-0 in the 83rd minute. It's been a game of football that actually Pompey have had the better of. They had 7 shots in the first half and we'd only had 2, but we've dominated the second half, and it looks like we might just see this through for 3 points, which would be absolutely massive. Please don't concede a late goal, lads. I think we're going to do it. This is going to be a huge 3 points for us in the push for promotion. It is indeed. Thank you, Mr. Lancashire. We're just talking with chat about the potential of bringing Will Lancashire in permanently in January. And we may well do so if we have the funds available to make that deal a reality. But Sheffield Wednesday will be the next destination, or at least we're the next destination for Sheffield Wednesday because we're at home. And it has been, other than the draw against Blackburn, so far a very positive afternoon. We're 5th in the table. I will now have a quick look over my shoulder, and we're 5 points inside the playoffs, albeit Swansea and Birmingham and Coventry, well, albeit most sides below us have a game in hand. We are comfortably inside the playoffs at the moment. 12 points the gap to one of the sides above us that have played 20 games. Brentford and Leicester still with a game in hand. Don't even think about automatic promotion. It's just not going to happen. You're going to lose to Leicester, Southampton and Brentford in tomorrow's episode, Ches. So concentrate on solidifying in the playoffs, lad. Wednesday are playing the Watford formation. But whether they can do it any better than Watford, we shall wait and see. Santiago Mele got it 77 rated. Is pretty decent, to be fair. Max Lowe, Otegbayo and Famewu as the back 3. And then in midfield, it's Musaba, Sosa, Ingleson and Gassama, with Kabatsky and Charlie McNeil sat behind, not really behind, sat quite away from, Nicholas Giacchini up top. We've got Jamal Lowe on the bench, Fuzier, I mean, not many options, a couple of youth prospects, they're actually their better ones. Moussa Diaye's decent, so is Shix, but he's backup goalkeeper, so he's not really going to be entering the field of play. One change for me, Wadsworth for retired Alenia. Other than that, we are full strength. Playing in the snow, though, so again, rather rubbish conditions to be trying to get a decent result in. Canada's just decided he's going to run up and take that off them. Uh-oh. Are we seeing Watford reincarnated here? Potentially Giovanni Ford. 1-0. Well, it's not started well for Sheffield Wednesday, but I'll give them the benefit of doubt this time. But if it happens again, then we might end up finding ourselves switching to the sim like we did against Watford. This formation seems to be potentially just a bit broken on FC25. Sosa. That ball dinked into McNeil. Worth a go. That was on its way towards the back of the net. Needed the interception. I would have preferred an overhand throw or overarm throw them. Never mind. Get it out quickly. Lancashire just waiting. Loitering as my target man. Well, I tried to step past the challenge and couldn't quite stay on his feet there, Lancashire. Be a yellow card at most for the Wednesday man, I think. And is indeed for Ingleson. The Whale short here to Hoyer. Hoyer to Wadsworth. Dink it for Canadu. Did it hit Giacchini in the hand? It didn't. Giovanni's in the box. So many to cut it back to, and still somehow I've found a Sheffield Wednesday man. Adaramola into Wadsworth. Wadsworth looking for the ball through. I can't find a second. They've been better than Watford so far. Nice flick on. And, well, because of the nature of the back line, not really much room for defenders to do any work. Shackford makes it 2-0. When we played a 3-back in the Journeyman with Dundee, we found that on occasion, like that, you're just left with far too much space for the attacking side to get into and exploit at times. This time I'm the attacking side, not the defending side. And we've exploited it. 2-0. Adaramola. Is he onside? He is. I thought he might have been off, so I hesitated for a moment before making my next play. Noel, Wadsworth, Giovanni. Well, why not? Holy! That's why you asked the question. Giovanni's left foot is on one today. Wow! A brace in the previous game. Best of the bunch by a mile. Flying into the top corner. You guys know I love a long shot. And when given that much space, I can't help myself most of the time. Most of the time it doesn't work very well. But ever so rarely, you get a wonder goal. Turns well. Wadsworth across to Giovanni. Wadsworth again. Giovanni again. Trying to send the defence one way then the other. Oh, this is excellent. Oh, could have gone down. Didn't go down. Just going to hold it up here. Try and find a teammate. Oh, good save. Wadsworth not able to add another goal to the tally. We've been scoring very well today. And the points are flowing at the minute. Which is just what we need at this stage of the season to try and entice some higher quality players to come and join us in January. Or not necessarily higher quality, but high quality players around the level that some of our best players currently sit. Longos, Canadu. Canadu! Good save again by the goalkeeper. We're looking, we can, thanks to Longos having grown to 78 rated, we can look at 78 rated players for the midfield position to come in, or up to 78 rated players for the midfielder position to come in and replace Carlos Alenia in the 11. Obviously, that was the Brannigan role, and Alenia's now taken over on loan from Leeds. But if we're able to buy someone in January that we can prioritise over someone else's player, then we will do so. We've got the finances available. That 20 million I think we've got in the transfer budget still remaining. So that's certainly plenty for a player of the sort of quality we're looking at. So I'm very much looking forward to getting stuck into the January transfer window and having a look and seeing what's around. We're going to be very bullish in the transfer window with rejecting bids for our own players. Although, quite frankly, I think most of the players that we would have rejected bids for in the summer, or were rejected bids for again, have already gone. So I don't think we'll see many more outs in January unless we get some bids for fringe players that we really don't think we're going to use moving forward. That's going to be game at 3-0 here against Sheffield Wednesday. Oh dear, that took a turn. But things are looking up on the pitch, and hopefully things will look up off the pitch as well soon. Saints draw. So continually the sides above us are dropping points. But now we have to play them all. And I'll probably lose all 3 games tomorrow. We're up to 4th in the table now. 38 points ahead of everybody else. We lead the way. We are 6 points inside the playoffs, above Middlesbrough. So it's looking good so far, approaching the halfway stage of the season. 10 points off Southampton, 13 points off Leicester, and 14 points off Brentford. It's not happening, is it? There is the slimmest of chances, but let's be honest with ourselves. It's not happening, is it? Especially when I lose the next 3 games against all 3 of the sides above us in tomorrow's episode, and we end up like 19 points away from the top of the table. Regardless, it's been a good day today and a great way to head into those fixtures tomorrow. All you can do outside of playing those monster teams, is beat everybody else. And today we've almost done that. So please, 10 points from a potential 12 is certainly promotion form. 0 points from 9 tomorrow will not be, but that's a different challenge. Do drop the video a like if you're enjoying the save. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any more of this season. Join me tomorrow for the big one, and then the transfer window after that. I'll see you then.